We're joined now with the Pacific Men's Water Polo coach, James Graham. Coach, you mentioned that you're arguably more excited for this season than for any of your previous four here at Pacific. Why is that?
Well, we've had some great teams over the last 4 years here, and it's been a lot of fun to coach each one of those teams. But anytime you get a chance to kind of reinvent yourself, I think that's an exciting opportunity for a team and a program. So last year we graduated 12 seniors, all who made the program significantly better. But we brought in a bunch of new players this year, and we look a lot different, and there's a lot of opportunities to do things different with our new talent and skill. So I'm excited to have the chance to mix that together and find out what we can do this year.
Talk about the decision to redshirt Goran Tomasevic and Balash Zabo, and kind of what that means for the two All-Americans you do have coming back, Balash Erdeli and Alex Malkus, and what you can expect from them both in the pool and from a leadership standpoint.
Yeah, we decided to redshirt Goran and Balash this year to save their senior year of eligibility. We have a lot of new players, a lot of talent coming in, and we wanted to get them some experience and seasoned in the MPSF so that when Goran and Balash come back, we'll be able to make a run together. And that year, next year, we'll be able to host MPSF here at Pacific. So I think it's perfect timing to redshirt the both of them. With them not in the pool, there is a big need for Balash Erdeli and Alex Malkus to step up. Alex has got to be the backbone of our defense. He's been a very good goalie for us in the past. We need him to be a great goalie this year. And then Balash has proven himself to be one of the best players in the nation. We need him to take it to another level and pretty much take this team on his back and run our offense and run our defense and really give the new players the confidence they need to be able to go out there and execute. So there's a lot of high hopes for both of them this year, and we're excited about this season, and we're also excited about the season to come after that.
Aside from Erdeli and Malkus, what returning players do you see having breakout seasons?
The big player for us, returning that we want to really see step up is Alex Obert. Last year he was a freshman for us, and we like to joke that if we got him in the goal, then he would have played every position for us. So he did a great job being a role player for us last year, but this year, he's going to be a center for us, and he's a tremendous center, and we think he's going to do a great job and be one of the top centers in our conference and in the nation. So we have high hopes for Alex Obert this year.
You were able to bring in a large group of new players to Pacific this offseason. How do you envision that group making the transition to the MPSF, and what kind of impact will they have this season?
Yeah, there's a lot of talent, a lot of excitement in that new class. From some junior college players to some true freshmen, and we expect them to contribute right away for us, a number of them. And it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, getting adjusted to the MPSF wherever you come from, whether it's high school, junior college, or overseas. But we're mixing them together right now, and I think that they are coming along as a team, and we hope that they are going to end up having some breakout seasons for us because we really need them to step up this year.
As always, your schedule is extremely tough this season. Talk about the challenges this year's schedule poses and how each game will test you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we always have a tough schedule. Just being in the MPSF guarantees you're going to have a tough schedule, being that all 9 of our teams are ranked in the top 9 in the nation. So, we're opening up this weekend at the NorCal tournament. Our first round game is against LMU, which is going to be a great test. They're number 10 in the nation. They just had a very close game with Pepperdine, who's also a great team themselves. So we're excited about that, and it's going to put us in an environment where these new players are going to have to get thrown into the fire right away and get tested, and I think it'll allow them to learn at a faster rate because of the strength of our schedule, and we'll be ready for our conference play when the time comes.
You were able to add 2 assistant coaches in the offseason in Zach Kerner and Kendra Klein. What kinds of things do they bring to Pacific Water Polo, and how do you think they'll impact the program?
Well, they're both phenomenal coaches, and I can't be more excited to have them join our staff. Zach is local, comes from Sacramento, Rio Americano High School originally, and American River Water Polo Club. He's coached with the junior national team, and so he brings a wealth of knowledge, local experience with players from around the area for recruiting, and both nationally and in this valley. Kendra Klein, I've known her for 12 years, and she's had a great water polo career. She coached here and at Delta College. So we think that the two of them combined are going to bring not only some recruiting on both the men's and the women's side, but also a lot of knowledge and push the program forward.
You had the opportunity to go to London this summer with the U.S. men's water polo national team. Talk about your experience at the Olympics and some of the things you learned and brought back here with you that you hope to implement here at Pacific.
Well, the Olympics was an amazing experience. It's one of a kind, and it's really hard to describe unless you're there. But it's one of those situations where every athlete or every coach or anyone who's involved in sports. It's the feeling you search for all the time. So it was a phenomenal opportunity for me to go there and work with the men's national team. I learned a lot at the Olympics. I mean, more or less, it was like a 3-week sabbatical in water polo, getting an opportunity to see these top teams in the nation, top teams in the world, play, and using my stats program that I created, learned a lot about the game, and some of those things are going to be implemented in this season. We've made a number of changes in the way we're going to go about things, and hopefully they'll produce results, but only time will tell. So we're just excited.